Praise for David Darling and Agnijo Barnejee. Remarkable TLS on weight maths. A glorious trip to some of wilder regions of the mathematical landscape, explaining why they are important and useful, but most revealing in the sheer joy of the unexpected. Highly recommended. Darling and Banerjee take us on a captivating ride to a vast landscape of mathematics, touching us on mesmerizing topics that include randomness, higher dimensions, alien music, chess, chaos, prime numbers, cicadas, infinity, and more. Read this book and so. In this inspired collaboration, a young maths prodigy teams up with a popular science writer to present a fresh view of the world of mathematics. Together, they fiercely tackle some of the most weird and wonderful topics in mathematics today. A grand tour of the most exotic occasions in the mathematical cosmos, whether maths is exhilarating and entertaining, and will leave you with a wide-eyed appreciation of the worlds of numbers. Also by David Darling and Agnijo Barnejee, White Maths, Weather's Maths. The study of mathematics, like the Nile, begins in minuteness and ends in magnificence. The more, you, the more you approach infinity, the deeper you penetrate terror. Introduction. The physical universe is vast beyond imagining. Even the nearest stars lies at the distance almost impossible to grasp with our earthbound brains. The edge of the observable universe is inconceivably most remote, about 46 billion light years, or 270 billion trillion miles away. Yet, we are about to embark on much greater voyage, not into the depths of space, but into the farthest reaches of the mathematical cosmos. Along the way, we'll come across some extraordinary alias, so alien to our normal way of thinking that the biggest challenge will be to find familiar words and concepts by which we can build bridges to understanding. We'll venture far from home into regions of thought that until now few have seen or experienced. Our quest nothing less than to find the edge of numerical universe. Surely, you might say, there is no such edge. Numbers go on forever. Even if we were to fill this book or a library full of books with one followed by zeros or all nines on every lines on every page, at the end you could name a bigger number simply by saying and one. And that's true. The number line stretches away into the mist of infinite distance. But, but as we're about to find out, the search for an ultimately large number isn't confined to trekking slowly, step by step, down an endless road. There are some there are some surprising, mind-bending alternatives to the often repeated mantra, there is no biggest number. So some of these will involve entering shadowy land, still largely unexplored, between the finite and the infinite. Others will transport us into what are effectively parallel universes of maths where different rules operate and what though was secure knowledge is easily overturned. As with any expedition into the unknown, we need to go well prepared. We'll look at the history of large numbers and how the subject has been mapped out up to this point. We'll delve into a few areas, fascinating in themselves, that are rarely broached in school or university curricula in order to equip ourselves for the great quest ahead. Like mountaineers attempting to climb previously unconquered peaks, certain mathematicians throughout history have had the courage to try to scale new heights in the mid-range of towering numbers. Often they've ventured alone, not relying on the intellectual, moral, or financial support of others to help them in their ambition. These pioneers of strange, la- these pioneers of strange land have had to develop new tools and techniques to go beyond what was possible before, and the vistas with which they've been rewarded are no less breathtaking and spectacular in their way that the views from the summits of Everest or the Matterhorn. These are the mind's eye spectacles that awaits us in the page ahead. We also have personal reasons for writing this book, number theory, and the mathematics of very large numbers, in particular, is a passion of Agnijo's. It is a subject that fascinated him throughout his school career, which culminated in him taking first place in 2018 International Mathematical Olympiad and as a and a student at Cambridge. David always enjoyed finding ways to explain difficult ideas to a wide audience. The book is the culmination of unusual writing partnership which began while David was tutoring at Niho as a young teenager. There's a widespread suspicion that maths is cold and austere, somewhat somewhat aloof from the real world of people, but nothing could be further from the truth. Mathematics, along with music and art, is among the most human enterprises, steeped in passion, tragedy, comedy, and romance, wild and wonderful characters, and bold new ideas that constantly threaten the status quo. Nowhere is the drama of maths more evident than in the ultimate intellectual challenge, the search for the biggest number in the world.